Nice to meet you all. So my name is Dzido, and I'm a CEO of the Course of Labs company. And let me start with the presentation. First of all, I will do some short introduction on the rationale behind the product. I will tell you what needs we are addressing, what is the idea management, and why to do that in Jira specifically, using some other product, but still in Jira. So please let me share my screen, and we are starting. So I believe you can see my screen. Can you? Okay. Thanks a lot. If you can see my screen, that's good. So today's topic is to closing or completing the feedback loop and how to manage ideas in Jira. First of all, what is the feedback loop? I know that some of you can be DevOps people or DevOps connected. So this very simple loop is well known to you. Is a DevOps standard that shows continuous improvement, continuous delivery, continuous feedback for software development and for product development at all. Atlassian helps a lot of this stuff to be done with Atlassian tools like Jira Software, Confluence, Bamboo, Bitbucket, Jira Service Management or Service Desk. So a lot of things are there covered by Atlassian tools. First of all, we are starting with planning our product, planning our release with Confluence for requirements management, for Jira with planning the scope of the work, for building backlogs, for managing priorities, for planning iterations. That's all good. And we are very, very well equipped with Atlassian to do that stuff in Jira and Confluence to plan releases, plan software development. Then we are building the software. After we plan it, we build it. So shipping software is always Jira Software for software development management, for task management, issue tracking, bug tracking, user stories, and so on for testing also, and Bitbucket for building a code, for shipping that and putting a code into Git repositories with Bitbucket. It's also great supported by Atlassian toolset. After that, what we generally do on software development lifecycle is to do a continuous integration or make developers' life easier and use Bamboo. Bamboo is a tool that allows you to build the code automatically, the code you have in Bitbucket, but the requirements are in Confluence and in Jira. So it's all the integrated stuff. After continuous integration is done, you can deploy your code automatically with clicking that in Jira to release a version and run Bamboo plan to physically release the code to a specific server with continuous delivery features. So when your code is live or when your application is live, you can help your customer to solve issues and questions connected to your application with Jira Service Management or Service Desk. So it's very, very well integrated. So all the lifecycle until now is well done. But we have a continuous feedback. Continuous feedback is process of managing user engagement and user keeping connection with users of your software, of your products, for next planning, for next iteration, next versions to address customer needs. And what we can see here is we have some products from Atlassian. It can be Jira Software. It can be Jira Service Desk or Service Management. For example, Atlassian is doing that with Jira Software, but it's not very easy for other companies. And Atlassian is very special position here. we can use Jira Service Management for that, but it also has some disadvantages. So here we want to show you our brand new product just released on the marketplace. Is called Idea Hub. Idea Hub is a software that help you to manage customer feedback or continuous feedback management with customers and user employees and all the people who are not software engineers and don't have to be computer guys, but would like to collaborate with you in software development or software ideas management and so on. So what options do we have? First of all, we can do that in Jira Software. Jira Software is a great tool for all the issue tracking stuff. So we can do initiative management or ideas management within Jira Software. What can be hard here is to, first of all, is a little confusing user interface. Jira has a very powerful user interface that has a lot of options, features, and quirks, and all the stuff that is required by software development teams, but it can be a little overwhelming for regular user, for computer users who are just use your software, not Jira admins, don't even use Jira for daily work. So the user interface can be hard for non-IT users. And the other disadvantage of using Jira Software is licensing and cost of the licensing. So every single user who has right to access Jira and create issues needs a license, needs a paid license. And as you know, if you have hundreds of thousands users, it's very hard to grant a license to every single user. It can be very, very expensive, $100,000 or $1 million to be spent there. It's also very, very important point of view when you are managing a lot of users, a lot of your customers. So we have other options. The other option is Confluence. Specifically, Confluence is a great tool for creating content. If you would like to create content with macros, with images, diagrams, tables, all this stuff is very, very nice done in Confluence. So it's very useful. And a lot of companies do that. But it's also hard for idea management because we have some tracking issues. First of all, tracking issues. How to track the ideas? What is the backlog of the ideas? Who is involved in that? We have a lot of spaces, a lot of pages, different structures of the page trees and so on. So it's very hard to keep up what's going on there, how to find the right idea, how to manage it. But if you have a very small team, it's also a good way. For the large team, it can be a very tricky to use Confluence for idea management. The other question, similar to Jira Software, is licensing, because licensing for Confluence is similar to Jira Software. For every single user, you need a license. So if you have hundreds of thousands users, giving a license for everyone can be very hard. It can have $100,000 to do that. For even occasional user who will use the system once or twice, you have to pay for the license. It's also very, very important stuff. The third option with Atlassian current stack is to use idea management with Jira Service Management. You don't have confusing interface. You have very simple interface. You don't need a paid license for every single user. But what we found out is the issues with or problems with visibility of ideas. So if the one user is raise an idea, the other one don't have connection to that, don't have knowledge that that issue exists. So it's a great tool if you would like to get an input from users, only input. But if you would like to discuss or create a community and create a brainstorming within user community, it's very hard or even not able to do in Jira Service Management, because Jira Service Management is for service management, not for idea management. Same as Jira software is not for service management. There is specialized product for specialized users and specialized specific needs that are addressed within this software. So we have idea management. What are the discussion points from today's presentation? What was important to us? First of all, we need an idea gathering tool and idea implementation tracking tool. Idea gathering is for allowing user to create ideas and then to track the ideas. Then is gathering feedback and from users on existing ideas or new ideas, is keeping people engaged during entire product lifecycle. Of course, reporting is also a key here. We also will discuss the way how to communicate with customers. Those customers are, our goal, and feedback is a gift. So we have to manage that as effective as possible. So communicating with customers is an important stuff when coming to engaging them and maximizing our profits from product development and your existing customer base. Of course, there is also support for decision making. If you have a lot of ideas, you would like first to ask community what they think, what the community thinks about the idea. But after that, you have to go to your internal stakeholders and ask for decision, which idea is more important, which is less important, which should be implemented very soon, and which one can wait for the other resources to be available for develop it. Of course, we are not talking only on software ideas. We're talking all ideas. If you are, for example, if your company makes home appliances or cars or home furniture, anything you do, any single product requires user engagement and probably idea or initiative management from user base. It can be used also for internal employees who would like to bring some initiative or ideas to your management processes, not only product development. So all this stuff we'll discuss with our presentation.